has created for us. Richard and Leona's focus on family has been passed down through Betty, cherished by her children and all subsequent generations. Though they lived modestly, the Johnson house was filled with a symphony made up of laughter and the sound of Richard's accordion. Betty's love of music flourished throughout her entire life. She could never resist tapping a toe along to a good tune. Even in her final days, as we, her grandchildren, sang to her, she couldn't help but moving along with some of her favorite songs. When she was in the first grade, the family drove west in the car, hauling their belongings in a trailer built by Richard. Along the way, all 5 family members would sleep in the trailer as they made their way to Seattle, trading the Dakota Mountains for the Cascades and an abandoned train tunnel for the Puget Sound. I believe she would tell you it was quite an upgrade. Even as a teenager, she was far from rebellious, thinking always of her family, enjoying the life she had. And though she was wonderfully respectful, she also knew what she wanted and deserved. I recently heard a story of her being asked to dinner by someone who was struck by her beauty and eminent kindness. However, upon arrival, he was quite rude to her. So she did what any reasonable person would do. Excused herself to go to the restroom, then left the restaurant, allowing this unworthy suitor to think about his actions a little bit. She was raised with love, respect, care, and a deep interest in listening to others. She would settle for no less. How stark is the difference one night when she heads to a dance in Puyallup and ends up meeting the love of her life, Raymond. A man who shared her passion for faith, family, fun, and a great meal. Their love blossomed as she knew she had met somebody who would value her kindness, foster a house of joy, and rise to the challenge of building a family together. Their 3 children, David, Renee, and Anne, received the same strength of love Betty was given as a child. Together, Betty and Raymond created a community filled with friends and family. We would like to thank the Parker family for being such great friends to the Monettes, especially Betty's best friend, Jan Parker. The dinners, camping trips, and travels will all be remembered forever. Betty was a fantastic listener and had a gift for providing hope to the hopeless. As she did so, she strengthened and expanded her community. Her children had no shortage of adults to provide guidance, wisdom, and love to them. With road trips and orange soda, holidays and good food, music and laughter, their house was full of life. And she took great joy as her family grew. Becoming a grandmother was such a gift to her. My cousins and I will all tell you how great it was to dress up like pirates and make silly voices with the one and only Barnacle Betty. She never tired of imaginative play, with castles, a toy xylophone, and of course an eye patch. She later found an incredible home on Heron Island, where so many of us have countless memories. Board games, stories and songs around the bonfire, family talent shows, barbecues, and watching Dunstan checks in about 300 times, which she never seemed to run out of patience for. She would make countless s'mores with us, and probably about 1 too many Italian sodas, but to be honest, I think that one's my fault. As she would sit on the deck, watching a beautiful sunset over Puget Sound, feeding the deer, surrounded by her family, she knew that everything she had dreamed of had finally come true. God was shining down on her, as she now shines back down on us. Though we say goodbye to Betty, I take great pride in knowing that she has not said goodbye to us. My family has a tradition in receiving visits from those who have gone before us. Whether it's in the way the rays of light break through on a cloudy day, or someone appearing in a dream, we know that they are still with us. We love Betty dearly. We are so grateful to be a part of her greatest legacy. the family and community she has built. Her family does live on, and she will always be a part of it. As her grandson, it has been a true joy to be able to reflect on her life and the gifts she has given to me, every person in this room, and many outside this room whom she has touched. In every holiday meal, she will be with us. In every Easter celebration and visit from Gary the Easter Bunny, she will be with us. In every marriage and birth of a great-grandchild, she will be with us, showering us with the love, kindness, and joy that sprung from her in life. Though we say goodbye, we take great comfort in knowing that she will always be with us.